We're live, ladies and gentlemen. We are live on a Tuesday night. We're back at it again, and we are ready to go. I hope everyone out there is having a wonderful week. Look, tomorrow's Hump Day, Friday Junior weekend in Canada. Long weekend. I don't know about you. You got Memorial Day? No? Okay.
Is it Memorial Day? Damn.
May 2-4. We call it May 2-4. But anyway, back to the point. It's Victoria's Day, but we don't give a shit. NXT is kicking off. Cora's coming down to the ring. This is our little preamble, folks. We got 2+ hours of wrestling coverage. So strap in, strap on, grab your snacks, grab your feel good, and let's go. Ding, 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 folks. We are live. We are live. We are live and back at it again. Like I said, we are the Wrasslin for Life Network. We are the alternative commentary to all your wrestling. If it's wrestling, we cover it, and we cover it more than anyone else, folks. We got lots to get into tonight. Lots of fun to have. Big Nick.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Wrestling for Life Network proudly brings to you its YouTube tag stream champions of the world. The Every Night Delight, KJ White. I am Big Nick. And yes, we're not mysteriously showing up in any sort of Marvel movie or anything like that, like anybody else.
I wish, man.
But we're here back at it again for 2+ hours of NXT. We're kicking off with your favorite, Cora Jade versus Fallon Henley.
Yeah, this is like a baby face I can't stand against a heel I can't stand. It's horrible. Cora Jade's going to win, but man, I'm curious to see what these ladies do. I'll give them a shot. But Cora Jade has struggled to get over with me, so.
Fair enough. I think the more I'm around you, it's just saying something with how much we already are around each other as it is. I'm starting to see the glimmer fade a bit off Cora Jade.
Fair enough.
There needs to be a little bit more
What?
Character development, I would say, between both these girls, especially Fallon.
Yes. Well, and I mean, we've got Bar Rescue shoved down our throats for quite a while, right? So it's a tough one. Damien's in the house. C Money's here. Steven, roll call. Mick's back. He was first in our hearts, folks.
Right.
Boston
number
Gator.
69 in your playbooks, number 1 in your hearts, folks.
There you go. Hey, Steve. Mick, what's up? Cora for
Boston,
the win.
What up? Dale, what up? Chris, what up? Yes, we do take predictions as well, folks. So who do you're picking Cora? We're picking Cora.
Yeah, I gotta go Cora. She's looked fondly upon in WWE for whatever reason.
Well, she is dating Braun, so that can maybe play a little part of it. But right now, actually, Fallon's been in control. But so, folks, let us know who you're taking in this match, whether you're taking Cora Jade, Fallon Henley, who you have winning the whole tournament, who you got in the finals.
This is interesting, and I'll be honest, guys, and I didn't even edit it. I didn't care. But I literally put the thumbnail up, and it says now, if you go find it, Women's Championship Tournament begins. I forgot we started this shit. I feel bad. I do.
It's all good. It was only Tiffany Stratton versus Gigi Dolan and Lyra Valkyria versus I was doing so well.
Who did Valkyria beat? That's a good question.
Now I'm gonna have to go back and look. Anyways, moving forward.
Good evening, Jilly.
Gilly, what up?
Is it Jilly or Gilly?
I don't know. Do you say GIF or GIF?
I don't know. That's a good question. Jilly, no. Is it GIF or GIF?
It's not a peanut butter. It's not Jif peanut butter. But I've got Cora Jade laying in chops right now.
Slightly ahead. Picking Cora. I can't wait to watch special edition of LMLW Battle. Remember, Damien, we told you, live in the moment, buddy. NXT right now.
Focus. Enjoy today. It's a great day to have a great day.
What's up? Bray Wyatt has been removed from roster. Dale, we talked about this.
We'll talk about this even more if we need to during a commercial break, but it's because he's injured, my guy. He's just, they're not going to account for him being there when he's not going to be there.
Jilly with a G.
Gilly.
Gilly.
Your gimmick. You're living out your gimmick in real life right now of getting people's names wrong.
Yeah, no, it's not it's an authentic gimmick. Oh, look, it's kindergarten class.
Steven brings up a good point. Won't be surprised if Kiana interferes, distracting Fallon. Well, because we did have the whole falling out of Bar Rescue.
The falling out of Fanlin.
So Cora Jade, then the heel needs somebody else's. Well, yeah, I mean,
I don't know what's going to happen here because I think it's going to come down to Roxy.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Tiffany's a show.
I think it's got to be the Tiffany Epiphany because we could see we've got Roxanne Perez versus JC Jane tonight. Granted, we could see Roxy advance, but then they face each other. Roxy and Tiffany face each other in the semifinals.
Yeah. So if it's going to be, could they really do like Cora Tiffany?
Heel versus heel. Who's the big baby face on the other bracket? On the other side of the bracket. Now I got to look. Anyways,
JC's fighting. Who's JC?
This tells you how well they've advertised this.
Oh my god! I just read it. Oh, it's right below me, dumbass. Both of us. JC is taking on Roxy tonight, so Roxy would. Okay, so Roxy.
Okay, so the Cora would then face Lyra Valkyria.
Yes.
So it's got to be
I don't know if
Cora
she's a
versus
heel
Roxy then, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean Tiffany might not even make the finals, bro.
Which is sad. Well, I'm just looking at it from a babyface versus heel perspective.
Could it be Valkyria versus Tiffany?
Which is going to draw more?
Yeah, no, Roxy and Cora for sure. I want Tiffany to win. I think we just blew that one up, guys.
Unfortunately, we had a Tiffany Epiphany, and it didn't go in Stratton's favor.
Yeah, the bad epiphany for Tiffany.
Yeah, pause.
You're a gem, Larry. You're a gem.
But see, I like that I've turned everybody into Tiffany fans here because we've got Blaze, Tiff all the way. Chris wants Tiffany. She's over. She's good.
I'm still not. I'll admit, the last couple weeks here, she kind of impressed me at Stand and Deliver. She was at Stand and Deliver, correct?
Right. As Cora Jade hits the paradigm shift better than Moxley for the 1, 2, 3.
Ooh. Cora Jade winning sucks. Oh.
Would you have been happier if Fallon Henley won?
Hey, that's what a paradigm shift looks like.
Yeah, it's not a suplex. Who knew?
Planted it. All right, folks, we got a winner. We got Cora Jade moving on. Plant Fallon Henley. So she will take on Valkyria, like we said. So it's kind of shaping up the way we thought. She could win this. Whew.
Oh, but so see, the only thing is with me, if Roxanne just had the belt, and so why did she drop it to have Indy just have a little bit of a 2-week run with it before she wins it back? It's just too convoluted for her to get her title back.
Okay. So the final matchup will be Roxanne Perez versus JC Jane. Winner takes on the Tiffany Epiphany. So, yeah, I think if Tiffany wins or can pull off the win, then Valkyria would have to get the upset on Cora. And I don't see it.
Yeah. Always we've got.
I don't know how I feel about Valkyria at all.
I don't think anyone does.
What is happening in the back?
It's like the whole. I thought it was just the whole women's locker room, but it looks like it's everybody that's not really that. It's the NXT Level Up roster, and unfortunately, I feel bad that Elektra Lopez is front and center in this, and you still have groups like the LWO thriving on the main roster.
Yeah, sorry, Thea's got me distracted. She's actually a little.
Don't worry, she's probably distracted like squirrel.
Yeah, right. She's a little calmer right here. I think we're gonna get her versus Kiana. Ooh.
Oh well, I've got Duke back there looking like a fucking professor grading papers.
Duke Wellington.
There's your favorite there too, Wendy Chu.
Oh, Wendy. I just feel bad for Wendy Chu because I think there's more to her than this PJ gimmick. I really do. I think she's talented.
Oh, absolutely. As we've got the meditation session with Tyler Bate and Wes Lee as the Diet shows up and just wrecking shop.
Dude, they're copying our pregame ritual.
Exactly. Folks, if you want to know what it looks like before the show kicks off backstage with us, that's it.
Oh, bitch, don't wreck my high. What are we doing? Laying boots. Those are
stomping a mud hole and walking a drive. Why?
Stop zooming in on the shitty kicks.
Yeah.
Roxy go all the way and regain her title. Victor's got a shout.
I don't think that. I think that that's what's going to happen to me. It's just a little. We took the long way there. We didn't need to go that way.
Yeah, considering, you kind of got a point, right? If we're heading down this path, but now, does it mean more now that she won it this way? We'll see.
No.
I was trying to be optimistic.
It's that right now. We don't need to wait for that. It's no.
According to Fightful, WWE wrestlers are leeway with the promo.
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I've seen the report that they've been given more leeway with their promos and all of that.
You need it.
Yeah, well, yeah, but
what was Dale's
groundbreaking news?
No, what I found funny was what broke this afternoon and blew up the internet was the new name of the merged company, and I feel like you and I reported that like 4 days ago.
It was put out
Big
there,
whale, right? Big whale.
Yeah, Big Willie, not Big Whale.
Big Willie,
Big Whale.
Oh.
Well, there is a Moby Dick joke that I feel that could be made somewhere in there, but I don't have the time or patience right now.
Right.
But like I remember seeing that, sent you the link in the visual and everything in our group chat, and we put it out there. So I'm surprised that that's new news. Like that's old news.
Yeah, no, I feel like we've already been ahead of that. Dale did have another question about something.
But see, folks, that's why you need to be here, because we're live so damn much. We're here covering anything and everything literally as it happens.
That's it. And a lot of times, like we've been on when a lot of things have broke and, hard times, good times in between. So it's been a wild ride that way.
Absolutely.
Oh, Bray Wyatt not on the WWE roster. Guys, I think that Sean Ross Sapp came out and debunked this pretty quick. They wanted to let everyone know that Bray and actually they came out and said that Bo Dallas, in brackets, Uncle Howdy, are still members of the WWE. So they're not on active story, so they shouldn't be on the active roster, like, different than Randy Orton, Big E, other people, right? So I think this was a clickbait story, and it did its job. A lot of people clicked yesterday all over it. So
absolutely. Well, because they just see that part and then don't try and put any reason behind it. And that's the thing, I think a big part of this too that I hate is that no one actually reads any articles, I feel, anymore. Nobody actually digs any deeper than the headline. So they just see that headline and then keep scrolling. So they take that as gospel when that's not at all the case.
Yeah, no, a lot of times. And like I said, my big pet peeve with the wrestling industry, or at least the people who report within the wrestling industry, is like the consistently quoting Meltzer. Consistently quoting somebody's just offhand comment becomes a thing. Like, oh, this is happening in the WWE. Why? Because some dude said it with his buddy. I guess. Start quoting us.
Well, I was going to say, I think we've got at this point damn near as much credibility. So,
yeah, definitely.
Ronnie, what up? Trevor, what up? Yes, back at it on a Tuesday. What? Got the chat blowing up on a Tuesday.
Monet. Mick, I don't know. I wonder where Bray will end up. I'm thinking Raw. I feel like Raw is. What do you feel like? Like Raw better for you? I think Raw is better for me.
Oh,
or is
because
Fox
I could see two storylines on each brand. Well,
yeah.
A storyline on each brand, I'll say. If it's Raw, he goes after Cody.
Okay.
But that it would be the truest testament. I know that that's a scary proposition. I think either of these are scary because we've seen what Bray getting booked with somebody, what it happens, because he might have to take an L here or two, depending on how they want to do this. Or he has to go with Roman. But I don't know if that would be fantasy booking, but I don't know if he's got enough. Do you trust him? How do you think the reaction would be when he comes back, regardless of what brand he goes to after all of this, after the LA Knight story, all of that?
I think you have to come in with shock and awe. I think that's how you have to approach this. You have to almost like when you're in shit and wifey's about to give you one, you go on the offensive. That's what I think Bray needs to do. Like, for all the haters and all the critics, he's got to come out and do something epic right away. Like, lights out, blow something up, but he's got to make it count. He's got to, like, take somebody out. He's got to make a moment. Because if he just waltzes back in and starts, "Hi, everybody, I'm Bray, and I have a creepy side,"
Right.
we're fucked. We're fucked.
You know, man, now let me tell you something. No.
You guys are also
that's why I don't think him going at save, like Boston says, he's another roadblock for Cody or something like that. Goes after a prime time player instead of going after, no offense, LA Knight, but goes after the top of the top. That's your shock and awe moment.
We got to talk about LA Knight too. There was a lot of leaks coming out today. I guess a trusted internet source who's known to be fairly accurate put out quite a few things today, and I happen to agree with most of them.
Fair enough. We'll get there. When we get to the next commercial. But right now, I've got him Jones, him Duncan out here in his Himberlands. You know, Himmy Cricket, Himmy Neutron, Himmy Turner, Carmelo Hayes, and I liked how they showed them just rolling up.
Yeah,
get right out, go right from the parking lot, right through the ropes, and now out here cutting a promo.
Right. Cody has to bleed though in this match. How often can they accidentally cut themselves before the network or somebody's like, "Wait"?
Well, I was going to say, then we just get another replay of the highlights and everything in black and white. So then we're just missing the wasted from like Grand Theft Auto showing up on there.
Right. This is going to sound funny, Nick, but I think that I like when Cody bleeds. It sounds horrible, but because of the white hair and shit, it's always a good visual.
Well, because of the blonde hair, Cody good, Moxley bad.
Oh,
and now speaking
too much.
I'm going to say, well, I don't know if we're saying this is bad or good, but I've got Gulak and Dempsey coming out right now to interrupt Carmelo and Trick because they had a brief 10-second interaction backstage on their way out here.
I'm okay with the idea of Gulak and Young Regal being a tag team. I think they got to give them a little more cohesion, a little more chemistry amongst them, but they could work long term. I'm curious to see what they do here.
They're like discount BCC.
Fair enough, yeah.
That's what you can kind of do with them.
Can we turn A-Kid into like young Daniel Bryan?
Well, no, I think Daniel Bryan would be Gulak.
Okay, fair enough.
Dempsey is either Claudio or Yuta. They're missing like a Moxley.
They don't have a Moxley, right?
Right. They don't have somebody that you think is going to win every match. Bobby, no reason to apologize. Trust me, you can always just go back and watch this over from the beginning. Trust me, we got plenty of hours to keep you occupied with content. Why?
The good news is we're on for a while. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll be back the next day. Shit, we're starting to make our graphics and our call-outs for fucking next weekend.
I was gonna say at this point you just blink because you go from us being off to on and off on.
Sounds familiar.
Pause. Keep it.
Oh wait, I didn't. We'll get to the other one. I know Gamer was talking about the 2K simulation, but we'll get back to that on a commercial. This has to be the smallest NXT champ I've seen. I thought Balor was small. This guy's almost the size of the belt on his shoulder.
Don't you disrespect him. As we've got Dempsey and Gulak throwing hands and Carmelo and Trick send them packing.
Carmelo's not the biggest of guys. That's why I do like the combination of him and Trick. But he bangs in such a way that you don't really go, look at that little guy.
Pause. The way that he wrestles and everything, his size is an advantage to him, but it doesn't ever stand out. Like it's not super noticeable at times.
Yeah, fair enough.
But yeah, I've got the Dijak. Yeah, the Dijakinator's on here. And now we've got a vignette of him and Ilya.
Him and Ilya, eh? Yo, okay, so one of the rumors is that Ilya may be tapped very soon to join Imperium. What do you think?
Not a bad shout at all. I thought he was one of the guys that could have gotten drafted. Christ, you took him.
I did. I took him fifth.
Draft and everything. I was just trying to list on this vignette. I think Ilya's putting a hit out on Breaker. Because so now Dijak's even copied the Big Boss Man here because he's got the nightstick as well. This man's just stealing all of the action hero-y gimmicks.
The last
He is
action hero,
100%. He is the last action hero. Yeah, do it.
Oh, it's too funny. The last action hero of wrestling.
Fucking book it, Dano. That's 100% should be his fucking gimmick. Just do like the super 80s shtick, like action shit.
Right.
He's fucking John McClane.
Arnold's pretty spot on with that.
Yeah. But sorry, so I just got we're getting the Creed brothers versus the Dyad when we come back from commercials. So we're 20 minutes in and we've had 2 matches so far. So not bad.
2 matches, not bad. Not the worst, Nick.
Right. Well, actually, did we have 2 matches? Yeah.
No, we had 1 match.
One match.
A promo. 1 match and a promo.
Fair enough.
It's not good if 1 match feels like 2, though. Shit.
Yeah. Anyways. You were talking about the 2K simulation.
Yeah.
Are you trying to go into a whole conspiracy that we all live in a simulation? Is that what we're going down here right now? I know we've got the vitamins going. But
right. Oh, long pause. Looks like Gulak and Dempsey picked the wrong time to pick a fight with Mello and Trick, 100%. Let me get back
absolutely.
up.
I think I can find it. Yep, there you go.
There you go. So I'm doing a universe 2K23, and I have a tournament going for for all the titles. Well, the bloodline so far has ended up with the tag titles, the US title, and Roman versus Cody is the finals. What do you think, Nick?
So wait. So I'm doing a universe. I have a tag tournament going for all the titles. I was reading. I mean, sometimes life imitates art, or vice versa. I guess. I feel like that could still very much end up being. Is it for all the titles, the tag titles you have? One so far. Oh, gotcha. We could see it. Sorry.
Well, I mean, it's just your player ratings are going to help with that little simulation. So,
a little bit. Yeah.
I remember when we thought Dijak was Scripps.
That was kind of me.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine if that was the case?
He comes out in that fucking goofy mask and you see him just doing all the flips and everything. Oh, good God. Oh, and see, unlike the fucking clickbait and Dave Meltzers of the world, we'll recant when we fuck shit up and everything and admit our faults and admit when we're wrong.
Unplanned, unscripted, unsupervised, everything.
Unsupervised. I need an adult.
Unsupervised. Unapologetic. Oh, Dijak's still on the screen. Shit.
Yeah, do it. I'm guessing first AEW streaming pay-per-view all in Wembley. No, we've streamed every AEW pay-per-view.
No, I think he's saying for on their streaming service, if that's what they're
doing. Oh, I was like, wait, sorry.
That's what I'm guessing, Chambers, correct?
Well, that's still, dude, they don't have a streaming service at this point. That's what Tony's announcement tomorrow night's going to be. It could be him announcing Collision. We've had that whole new Warner deal for $1 billion get thrown around. Could he be announcing a match for Wembley? Could he just be letting us know that he's got an announcement for an announcement?
An announcement for an announcement. My favorite segment of last week was the fact that Tony Khan took the time to stand up in front of everybody and tell us that he'll be back this week to tell us more stuff. I think it would be amazing if his announcement this week was a ginormous announcement next week. See how many weeks in a row he can do it before people
just keep it going. Tony Khan, super mega spectacular announcements for like the 7th week in a row.
Right.
Damien, I have seen nothing to actually say that that's confirmed. That's been literally just thrown out there. And again, super clickbait. No one actually follows up on anything.
We'll see. We'll see. Now, that is a strong rumor that I've heard as well. We'll see. But yeah, Danny, we're getting a clip from Danny.
I've right now got the Dyad coming out here right now. I was going to say, speaking of things, of not following through on things, the Grizzly Young Vets have asked for their release, and
What's up
WWE
with
told
and they
them
do
no,
book
but the
everything.
second Bray Wyatt's not listed on the internal roster, everybody's like, nope, he's gone, he's gone, he's gone, he's gone.
Right. They've been booked every week since they've asked for their release.
Absolutely. That's so funny and so accurate.
Yeah, like fucking crazy, right? Masked woman attacking Danny. Okay, so that's what the story is. So the mystery lady, it's got to be Ava, right?
Could it?
Is she
Maybe.
a suspect?
And, well, she's got to be. I did it for the Rock. If she does that, sold 100%. Give her the fucking belt. Give her everything. 100%. But so we've got the Creed brothers versus the Dyad right now, folks. So if you haven't done so already, give us your predictions in the chat. Who are you taking, sir?
Creed brothers. The other people don't want to be here.
You don't even want to be here.
They don't even want to be here.
So you're taking Creed. You admit that they're more better than Pearl Jam. Wow.
Oh, totally funny that I picked Creed tonight.
Right, but hello, my friend. We meet again. So I think we're both taking the Creed brothers. They are starting to actually give some sort of a push to the Dyad, but it always seems like it's constantly stop-start with Gacy's whole group of. They kind of get going for a week or two, and then they get forgotten about, and then they kind of change focus for no reason.
And I feel like they've gone through we've watched Gacy and the crew kind of change, whether not like evolving change, but just we're different now. You're like, oh shit,
right? Maybe this works.
Right now, that's NXT for you.
But so. Now, on the other hand, is there a reason for the Creed brothers and Ivy now to still be called or referenced to as the Diamond Mind, seeing as how that group is clearly done and dusted?
Man, that's long and buried. Roddy's on fucking AEW. We don't even know. I mean, when was the last time we saw little Gable?
Oh,
Damon
Kemp was last week, I want to say, but he's the heel. He's a heel though. He's not.
We went heel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, the Diamond Mine should just be. It should just be like call the tag team Diamond Mine and let Ivy move on.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, just keep them as the goddamn Creed brothers. They don't need the Diamond Mine gimmick because it means nothing at this point.
Yeah,
Steven brings up a good point though of guessing whoever wins the tournament is the masked lady. Could it be then maybe it's Cora, maybe it's Tiffany?
Maybe it's maybe it would be like a Cora, and then she comes out the following week to brag about winning, and says, "Look, I took out my competition before the tournament even started."
Right.
All right. Okay.
Oh, big suspended suplex. I'm actually excited for Dynamite tomorrow. I want to see if they build upon the heel change at the end of last week. White is in a match, and Strong versus Jericho should be a fun match.
You lost me at the end. So, spoiler alert, I think the Strong Jericho situation, Nick, I mean, it's false count anywhere. So what are we going to do? We're going to drag him outside to the guy who's not allowed to come within, so many feet of the building, and we'll make this happen. Don't worry. We'll go find Adam Cole. I'm assuming. Or is it a Jericho over moment, as it usually is?
It could still be a Jericho over moment, but I think it could still involve it still could involve Adam Cole. Sorry, if I've got a shucky ducky quack quack moment as we've got the Creed brothers literally passing this man back and forth, still in the same suplex the whole time. That is on one hand impressive, and at the same time a little dun 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 dun.
A little bit, but I mean, if the one brother could have got him up further, it would have been better.
Well, one's a bit stockier, so.
But I mean, I think it's a good move, right? That's something like I could see the Steiners doing something like that.
Oh yeah, or they like just suplex, tag in suplex, tag in suplex, tag in suplex.
Just obnoxiously show you how talented they are. Like
right, literally, I can just throw you around like a fucking rag doll. Jay White and Nick Aldis running away in Impact in AEW. Jay White already, I feel more than Aldis if we're going to go that route, but it's a little early to say.
Do you feel like Starks and Jay White should have been a double or nothing match?
I feel like Jay White has been a wasted push and a misguided and misused push of these. Yeah, non-starter.
Yeah.
I think you should have had it built for a double or nothing. You could have done something like that. I think at this point, you tell me he's on a rampage, I believe it. You tell me it's Dynamite, I believe it. If Dark and Dark Elevation were still going at this point, honestly, if you told me he was on a Dark, I'd probably believe you. And I don't get it.
I don't get it. Nick Aldis, I listened to Nick explain why Impact made sense for him. And you keep in mind, he's in the twilight of his career. I know people might not have known him for as long as he's been around, but he's been around for Magnus. But, for him, he gets a paycheck from Impact, but it opens him up to do other things. And from what I understand, it's not super long term. He's not locked into Impact for 5 years. So he does a little.
I think it's a little bit like Trinity's deal in Impact. It's a little touch and go, a little kind of almost, I don't want to say by appearance, but it's a short-term deal.
Well, you look at Monet, right? 3-match deal.
Right. Well, and now everybody's saying, oh, she's going to AEW. She's going to AEW. She's going to AEW.
Who's going to AEW?
Monet. That's why I guess they had a show that was booked in Boston and it was in one arena and they moved it to the Garden, and I've seen people speculate that could just be because I'm around the area, but I've seen people speculate that she's coming back to AEW then, and that's why they moved it, because it's obviously Boston, her hometown.
I know, but you don't have to debut somebody every time. We're going to Chicago, we're going to Boston, we're going to Florida.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing that so many people know specifically. Like Boston's Sasha town, CM Punk's it's Chicago.
Right. It's interesting that way. But I could 100% see Sasha signing some type of deal. I don't know if it's long-term, short-term, what. But the opportunity to wrestle in front of all those fans at Wembley, dude, that's too much. That's tempting as fuck.
She comes out and she faces Saraya.
Whew. Sasha.
And you get the whole moment. You run it back because Sasha was the one that technically ended Paige in WWE.
Fair enough.
You run it all the way full circle, but Tony Khan can't do that long term of booking. He can't do that type of storytelling. He can't make it make sense. Christ.
Right. Well, dude, do you find it funny? Like, a lot of people were bagging on Saraya's wrestling. Saraya's not doing well. Saraya's not doing well. And then all of a sudden she came out and said, well, I've been wrestling hurt. And we're like, wait, you weren't cleared in the first place. So what is happening? Because
right. So maybe you're not actually medically cleared. Just sometimes one head looks smart. And have you seen their new shirt where it just says offensive t-shirt?
Right.
Literally the play on the whole Britt Breaker t-shirt of just, it looks so dumb of just offensive t-shirt.
Right. AEW is building Outcast for DMD. Yeah, they've been building it for a while, but it's so bad. The build is so slow. Some of the AEW sympathizers, I don't get how they don't see this. Like, man, it's not been good, Nick.
No.
Your girl Hater's swallowed.
The women's champion is the women's champion is an afterthought. Absolutely.
Yeah, no, it's been unfortunate for Jamie Hayter, and I know how much you like her, so
absolutely. Well, and Victor says DMD cost Jericho the match. Ooh.
Okay. Possible.
Accusations. I'm from Boston. I could care less for Banks.
Yeah, my man. I could give two shits what this lady does.
Right. Nick, are you ready for Night of Champions? Now as we're coming back right from commercial, but so I'll put a pin in this. So with Seth showing up on the Marvel movies.
Oh my God.
Already people say that so WWE is a little skeptical about putting the World Heavyweight Championship on him now. Yeah. Clickbaity.
9 a.m. pictures of Seth on set. 11 a.m. pictures articles that WWE skeptical he's going to Hollywood. Fuck off.
Not even that. 9:05. You're being generous giving them 2 hours. Sure. That's enough. 2 minutes tops.
Killed me when I saw it. Like, come on. They got long-term investment with Seth, and don't be stupid, guys.
Nobody knew he was in the fucking movie till they leaked the fucking set photo.
Right? And then
You
all
think
of a
they
sudden,
just found out about this? Oh shit! By the way, hey Hunter, I'm sorry, you can't have me on Monday next week because I'm going to be filming. No,
right?
Think for once, please.
No, it don't make sense at all, bro. I mean, it killed me when I saw the report, and it's like, come on. Now, the good news is, if you're a fan, you're going, maybe AJ does win. Right. It helps. So, all right.
Then you open yourself up to, the draft didn't mean anything, but I have Brutus Creed running wild. The rip to Scott Steiner there.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, rolls out from the suplex. And Victor, I see your comment about the busted open interview with John Cena. We'll get back there next commercial.
These are the
straps are down. The chesticles are out, folks.
He landed on his feet. I mean, that's impressive for a big dude.
Well, he's now just doing the Donkey Kong, like just his Hulk smash.
I kind of like that. That's his style, like the big clubbing blows. I like that he plays into like the big oaf kind of idea. I don't mind it.
Oh, him and Otis would be a fucking tag team force. The Bulldozer and the Matt Drug. Two count. Yeah, but no, it's not a bad, especially because, like I said, he's a little bit of the stockier. He's got a bit of that, like Taz body shape, but you don't know quite where his neck is. Yes, Creed smash. Kind of like Vader clubbing blows. Yeah, well, Vader's weren't they more in the corner, I feel.
Yeah, and I mean, same style. You got a big brooding guy, and he didn't just throw straight jabs and real stiff right hooks. It was all big fucking winding throws, right? Like he was throwing softballs all day long.
Two count, as we had literally a submission that turned into a Northern Light suplex into a pin. So we had, I think, 2 or 3 men getting pinned at the same time there.
That's a stellar move.
They can go. Well, that's the whole. There was the story long ago. Oh, that was a awful pounce. But there was the story that, when Vince McMahon was in charge before his retirement and then return, that he was a big fan of the Creed brothers. He saw those as both as future WrestleMania main eventers.
Right. We just got that big body block, and it sucked as far
as
I
said, it was a terrible pounce of. If you want to see a good pounce, go watch Keith Lee. Go watch Marcus Corvon.
I blame the guy who took it. I feel like he didn't flatten out. He kind of chicken shitted out.
Yeah, fair enough. But we've got an NXT chant, and I think it might actually be legitimate. I see hands moving. I see people waving. I don't see babies in the air, but we've got an NXT chant.
It's been a lukewarm crowd, considering.
It's been a lukewarm show.
Considering. Not you.
I didn't.
Double 450s.
This is interesting. Who do you think should challenge Gallus?
That's a real. I really like that. That boy, have they sparked the crowd up with that though? They both, Julius Creed and I'm sorry, the grizzled young vet with hair, both just hit double 450s, just fucking get up, get 2 counts, and just smashing each other.
Yeah,
and the crowd went electric.
Yeah, real nice pop off that sequence. Wow, laid it in.
That threw gasoline on that fire right there. We're getting a legit "this is awesome" chant because I sat there and even saw, like, old blue hair there in the front row. Hey, look, just Ivy's got a caught cannonball.
Ivy's got a what?
Ivy caught Ava. She's got her caught up for a 1916. Brutus.
I want Ivy's shirt.
Just hit a cannonball, and then roll through clothesline. 3 count as the Creed brothers win, and that was them wrestling as the grizzled young veterans. That was not them wrestling as the dyad, the schism on the writing a team's notes, anything like that. That was a good fucking match.
And the Creeds have impressed in a few matches now. They had a couple bangers with Pretty Deadly. They've mixed it up with a few teams, man. I like that match.
Well, and not even still, like I said, not even, credit just to the Creed brothers, of credit to the Grizzly Young Veterans, because that's what I'm going to keep calling them at this point. And I'm sorry I don't know their names individually, because I knew them so much as a tag team, because that was them wrestling as the Grizzly Young Veterans, which is, I think, why they wanted their release. They want to show what they can do. They were a team that people were talking about. You wanted to see them versus like an FTR and everything like that. And now they're getting lost in the shuffle. If they're asking for their release, they're forgotten about. That showed right there that tag team wrestling does exist outside of KO, Sammy, and the Usos. Yeah. In WWE, I should say. And now we're getting another NXT Sopranos episode.
1, 2, 3 Creeds win. 2-0. There you go. Creeds baby. 2-0.
The man's ringtone is dun 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 dun. How more stereotypical could you get? My God. Oh my God.
They need another member. And I think they need to make a phone call. And get
he's getting busted. Tony's getting busted. They literally have him pull out the fucking badges and everything.
Oh, but he got pinched by his buddy, I think. I got to take this. Set him up.
Oh, my. You're serious, right?
Dude,
now.
I wish it was Fandango and Tyler Breeze.
Sopranos here.
Who are the cops?
The Fashion Police. Tyler Breeze.
They're all tatted up and shit. Who are the police?
That could be Dirty Dango. You never know.
Yeah, Dirty Dango and Tyler. Let's go.
No, they show him and it's just generic.
Oh, dude.
I think that, they Joe come in for questioning because his name's been associated.
There you go.
But I think, though, that's where you get this dissension, like you said, and what you thought of. Even if Skin Dimes, half stack, half glat, who gives a fuck, was in on this, or whether he wasn't, Tony's going to think that.
Oh, yeah, because he's playing dumb.
But he could legitimately not be in it, but Tony's not going to know that. He's going to think that of, like you said, of literally, I got to take this. You set me up. But why are we worried like it's a fucking soap opera?
Oh, wait, the Creeds are still here. What the fuck? The Creeds didn't go home, bro.
They just issued a challenge for Battleground. Help me out, please.
Yeah. Sorry, Nick.
That's good. I'm trying to. Go ahead.
I was just saying that was the answer to the question. Who's next for Gallus?
Oh, so okay. Literally, that's what I was struggling with of what the challenge that they issued was for. So, see, teamwork makes the dream work.
There you go, bro.
Clay, what's up, KJ and Big Nick? I'm watching the NBA playoffs tonight. What? LA Lakers and Denver Nuggets. And tomorrow night, what? Boston Celtics and Miami Heat. What? Fair enough.
Ooh.
I like how WWE even put out their preview for the NBA playoffs, and it goes back to when Cena would come out in the Lakers jersey. And
hey, Nick, do you think LeBron's going to look good with that new title on his shoulder?
Because he'll get the fucking big W.
Right? Give me the W.
You're telling me that he's not going to sit there and do the fucking tribal chief shit if LeBron at what now 36, I want to say, wins another NBA championship. He's going to do the fucking acknowledge me.
Mm-hmm. He really will. I mean, Jesus. What more can you say about him at that point? I don't know if he's going to do it this time, though, but we'll see. Creed Brothers vs. Gallus. I'm into it. I'm down for it. I think it's excellent.
Oh, absolutely. A battleground, like they even said, Vic Joseph just said, a battleground's very much starting to shape up.
It really is. What's up, Kayla? How you doing? Welcome back.
Claire, we already got you. What up?
Gilly.
It's like a reflex of every time you do it.
Gilly. All right, we're good. Vince hates
now I know what it's like when I say what. You're probably the same now. I'm just God damn it.
Stop glitching. Right. Vince hates tag team wrestling. It's doubled the purse and has to pay. Now, things have changed since then. He always sabotages the 50-50 booking. Nick, how do you feel about Vince hating tag team division?
They haven't had faith in tag team wrestling in a while, and I think it also it's at times a mix of who they have as tag teams, and it's a mix of creative. To go the kayfabe of the double the purse thing and everything, I appreciate that, of taking that into account. But I mean, let's not forget we still had the era with the Dudley Boys, the Hardy Boys, Edge and Christian is still under the same company. Vince McMahon was even more in charge than he already is now.
True.
When that was happening, I think at times it's like I said, it's a little bit on the talent, but when you also have Braun Strowman and Nicholas bearing the entire tag team division, you can't blame that on the wrestlers. So
no,
it's a little bit of a love-hate, I feel.
Yeah, I mean, at times he feels very neglectful of it. I think in the 90s, I mean, but he signed all those teams. Like, he went out and got the Dudleys. He didn't have to bring them in and use them. So I don't know. I think he just feels that singles is where all the money is. It's where the marquee guys are, right? You don't love tag teams forever, which now the fans say bullshit, Vince. But yeah, he definitely has an inclination towards singles, and I'm a huge tag team wrestling fan. Like, Crockett Cup's coming up.
I wonder why.
Right? Tag team. But yeah, no, Vince is interesting. He's 50-50 booked a lot of people. Never mind it's tag teams, but neglected division for sure.
At least he's not like the 205 division and all of that, where they just don't get booked.
Know who I'm really mad at?
Who?
Part of my bitterness is I believed when they stood at the podium and said, we are going to make this the best tag team division in the history of wrestling. I fucking believed them. I believed both those little bucks. And I shouldn't have, because here we are. And they started off. Do you remember you get 2 or 3 really banging tag matches every Dynamite?
Oh, absolutely.
Now, nothing. Not a thing.
Doesn't work for me, brother. But Chris, that was I do like this comment of that was an old school field promo from the Creeds. It felt like watching WWE superstars when they challenged their opponents. It reminded me 100% a bit of like, you'd have Rock turn around and get on the headset, like the famous moment where he's whooping Mick Foley's ass and puts on the headset too.
One of the best
Let
ever.
me tell you something, Michael Cole. Right now, The Rock is just putting boots to asses here to good old Mankind. Just shit like that. That's good.
No, you're 100% accurate with that. And I mean, again, that old school vibe where the guys would be legitimately heated and passionate. And so they would grab, the microphone, or they'd grab the headset. You know what? Tully or Anderson, we're sick of your shit.
Sorry, I have to almost because of fucking this man, Noam Dar with the Supernova Sessions. And this man is dipped from top to bottom out here in Burberry.
Oh my God, where is your scarf? It looks like your scarf threw up. I hear.
All right, like I said, that's why I had to start grabbing it and waving in here. Go on, Roy, go on, lad.
I am your host.
I do like this as a startup feud of like this is the first feud. This has a potential to be a steal the show match of Noam Dar and Dragon Lee.
Noam Dar and Dragon Lee at Battleground will be a match to remember. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But man, I don't think I will be. I think we'll be very fucking thrilled. For those who don't know Noam very well, he's outstanding. And for those who are just getting to know Dragon Lee, well, he's equally outstanding in different ways. It's a real nice flash.
Right. Supernova wearing MJF scarf. Yeah, drip from head to toe in that Burberry. Steven, I don't know if this is true. T's and P's, and hopefully speedy recovery, but I haven't seen it, so I don't want to say that it's fully true. But so go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I feel confident that I can confirm that. I believe that has been confirmed. Maybe don't quote me. I ain't said shit, but
cool.
Yeah, I think that Tepin's going to be out for a little bit.
That sucks. Also, by the way, this is getting hilarious because Noam's out there with getting Spanish for Idiots guy and trying to interview him in Spanish, and he's like, "Actually, I speak English, you prick."
Mi casa, su casa.
Yeah, literally out there with pretty much Spanish for dummies. I speak English,
Perfect.
asshole.
You know, God bless my heritage, but Scots struggle with English. Never mind venturing into bilingualism.
You have your own language. You guys need subtitles. You need follow the bouncing ball.
If you guys ever want to laugh, go find the video of the Scottish guy with the voice activated elevator. Best shit ever. The elevator has no idea what he's saying.
But Steven saying bathroom break, Supernova sessions. Speaking of that, I think I said the magic words for KJ's taking a pause for the cause. So you got me here with you of talking about these Supernova sessions, which I actually don't mind this. Some of the stuff like this, when they did the Waller effect, the new stuff that they've got going with Nathan Frazier have kind of taken the piss out of John Oliver. I don't mind. It was this campy the bar rescue stuff I couldn't stand. I think this is just Noam Dar just being a petulant prick. But Dragon Lee out here being the ultra babyface. Vitamin break needed for the DOA. What did Chris say? Supernova win. Yeah, we got that. Okay, Dragon Lee could easily be the new Rey Mysterio on the main roster. Pound for pound, that is Rey. Touche. That's why a lot of people were super excited when they signed Dragon Lee. And I granted, not everybody has to be the next so-and-so. Not everybody has to, but I get what you're saying of, you know, the world's biggest little man type of deal. And just hopefully ends up the next Rey instead of the next Kalisto. Oh, so we're getting Dragon Lee challenging Noam Dar for the Heritage Cup. So I'm glad that we're at least setting up for this match because, like I said, this is a match that, especially if they throw it on like Battleground or anything like that, could steal the show. Mick, do you think Rainier will retire if what they've talked about with him being advised to not go into... Sorry, we're getting interrupted right now. Oh, by Nathan Frazier. See, speak of the devil and they shall appear. But if the actual medical advice that I've heard, supposedly, according to his father's accurate, and I would just say he's at a point to where he doesn't need to keep going. If he chooses to, that's on him. I think the Viper, not the vampire, has had a Hall of Fame career, absolutely, regardless, 10 out of 10. He has nothing left that he has to try and go out there and prove. So it's up to him at this point. Yes, here's Newcaster Nathan Frazier. See, like I said, I brought him up. And so he showed up. So are we going to get a triple threat now? Nathan pointing out of, dude's been speaking English for like 2 months now. He clearly understands English. So Nathan Frazier didn't even, he's not trying to get involved. He's just literally out here being the voice, I guess, of the fans, the voice of the masses here, saying that we all want to see Dragon Lee versus Noam Dar for the Heritage Cup in this country. Oh, so it is going to, they're setting up at Battleground. So we're getting, so we've got Dragon Lee versus Noam Dar now allegedly confirmed, or at least Noam's agreeing to it. At Battleground for the Heritage Cup. I'm still confused as to why Nathan Frazier just came out here to like halfway, I guess, kind of make it official. If he sat there and spoke up, was the representative for the masses. Nathan looks like Heath Slater's son. Well, yeah, no, you're not going to lie, or at least, you know, his distant cousin. 100%. If they ever needed to redo or reenact 3 Me, he very much could play Heath Slater. What in the world video package is this right now? has Dijak just been like torturing and waterboarding Ilya? What is going on here? Someone explain to me that. Is he wearing all white New Balances? Why? Maybe. How's the vitamins? Fantastic. Why? Yeah, again, we've got the nightstick. So this is literally just, we're getting snippets of like a 90s, 80s action movie trailer there of Dijak's just out there, I guess, torturing Ilya as Carmelo Hayes is coming out right now. Dragunov and Dijak, yes. Whoa. Accusations. Yeah, I mean, yeah, do it, but I'm in commercial break right now, folks. As I've got Carmelo coming out right now, so I will take this time to remind everybody, if you have not done so already, be a friend, tell a friend, like, share, and subscribe. We are the Wrestling for Life Network. We do this for anything and everything when it comes to pro wrestling. We got you covered all the way from WWE, AEW, NWA, GCW, XPW, GCW, Wrestler Revolver. We got you covered. And nobody is growing at the pace that we do. Still just barely over a year old. Already got, featured on Much and Media, on clips, all of that. We constantly got big things popping, little things stopping, up to something. Season never sleeps. We got the Twitter, we got the Discord, we got the Instagram, we got the merch store. We got anything and everything when it comes to your pro wrestling needs. And we're still bringing you more and more, and still got things working behind the scenes. So if you have not done so already, drop a like on the video, hit that notification button, hit that subscribe button, let everybody that you know this is the place you need to be when it comes to pro wrestling. You're doing your friends a disservice, and there's no better place you'd rather be than hanging out with us. Hassan, what up? And now I can catch my breath after that. Great pacing tonight, says Chris. Not bad, not bad actually. It's been Trick and Mello for the win. It's been a bit, I almost want to say match light, but granted, that tag team match was fantastic to me. That stole the show 100%. But it's not dragged, I'll say that. Colton, hi. Nick Hipper, anything about Jack is happened to you guys? Well, Jack decided to just start saying some things he should have not said and all of that, and gone on a fucking, oh, well, anyways, yeah. Hell, maybe even the kitchen sink. What? I missed some things here. Wrasslin for Live Network covers everything but the kitchen sink. There you go. That's what we got there. And then hell, maybe even the kitchen sink. Yes, Christ. Me and KJ have joked constantly we're going to end up being out here on the Antique Roadshow. We've been here covering the Super Bowl. We've talked about even maybe throwing in NHL, some NBA. Christ, that was when Toronto was still in the playoffs. Or even doing like wrestling movie watch-alongs, anything like that. We're always, like I said, it's up to something season, folks. Big things popping, no things stopping. Hit that like button and get the Discord, absolutely. And hit that subscribe. What? I'm starting to get a little excited for this NXT stuff again. That tag match got me feeling it, absolutely, 100%. Can't wait for Fast 10 this Friday, and Cena is in this one. Yeah. And also, Dwayne went back to Dom Toretto there before he went back to good old Daddy Mac, Vince. So that's a little funny that, I'm not in WrestleMania shape, but I'm certainly in Fast and the Furious shape. And it's still hilarious to me that he's gotten affected by that whole Raka Khan lawsuit. But what? Okay. Favorite pay-per-view of your era? 420, 100%. What? Yeah. We can answer that at like the next commercial break, or if you remind me of that when we're post-show or anything, I will 100% answer that, because that depends on what area you're kind of talking about, because I've been a fan for a hot minute. So I've crossed the threshold here. But I've got JC Jane getting interviewed backstage That outsells great, Nick. I'm so glad I found this channel. Absolutely. So now you just need to spread the good word. Spread the good word of Wrasslin. Spread the good gospel. 100%. Like I said, be a friend, tell a friend, and it's a great day to have a great day. Oh, hi.
Hi. There we go. No, I completely agree, sir. This is the place to be. We appreciate all the fans tuning in, joining us tonight. Nick is going to grab applause for the cause. I got JC on my screen right now, cutting a bit of a pre-match promo. Of course, we're going to get that matchup. We'll find out who will face Tiffany Stratton in the next round. So, folks, make sure you get your predictions in. If you're new here, make sure you like and subscribe and be a part of the family. We're growing and growing and growing. I show you. Yes, do it. We appreciate that. That all sounds great. Got that one. Thank you. Keep the chat coming. Keep it alive. The busted open interview with Cena. What specifically do you want to talk about? I mean, the fact that, he said he can't take the bumps anymore and he'd need a win before he fought The Rock. I mean, it was a pretty typical busted open interview. I mean, Dave LaGreca is such a fan guy. I get mad at him sometimes, but I mean, he truly does love it. He just acts ridiculous at times. But yeah, no, I mean, it was a good interview. What would you specifically like to talk about? What do you want to talk about? Oh, by the way, we got Trick and Dempsey in the ring. Carmelo on the apron, getting tagged in. Gulak getting the tag. Pause for the cause is always good, Blaze. Always 420 somewhere, buddy. It's Tiffy. Doesn't win, we riot. If Tiffy doesn't win, we riot. Yeah, I mean, shit. I don't know that she does. I think earlier, Nick and I kind of surmised that, like, if you look at how the brackets are shaping up, Roxy could beat Tiffany. Therefore, now does Roxy get upset? But then does that mean that Cora Jade loses? Or I don't know if you'd get heel versus heel. Roxanne for the win. Okay. Who do you got in the tag match, folks? Who's taking Trick and Carmelo? Who's taking Gulak? I'm taking Trick and Carmelo for sure. By the way, the Creed Brothers versus Gallus at Battleground. Strap in and strap on for that one. It's going to be a banger. Anyone find it funny that we're going to have to cover Battleground during Double or Nothing? Like, I know they've had the habit of, like, we'll go that afternoon or the day before, but at the exact same time, I don't know. Interesting strategy, Cotton. Pick Trick and Carmelo, got it. A-Town Down is in the house. Evening, sir. LaGreca is playing an over-the-top Mark X-Pac heat for me. Yeah, no, absolutely. LaGreca makes me mad in the sense of, like, the temper tantrums, but then again, we try and be so unbiased on this channel. We try and shoot it straight. Like, you're not going to, we watch some of the reviewers and such, and you get guys wearing AEW shirts, doing a WWE Raw critique. How do you think that critique's going to turn out? Right? It's like Jim Cornette doing a AEW review or a WWE review sometimes, but he's clearly harder on AEW. So, yeah, that's the trick with LaGreca. Like, he fucking absolutely had a meltdown like a child when it came to Cody losing. But then you get, like, Tony on there. And he's like, hi, Tony. You're doing great, Tony. Wonderful. Where's the real questions for Tony? Like, hey, Tony, can we correct some of this booking, Tony? Where what are you doing with FTR, Tony? What'd you do with Hobbs, Tony? Any good questions? Are you going to keep booking Chris Jericho in main events, Tony? Where are those questions? He's older and he wants to only wrestle when he feels he can put on a good match. Nothing more to see there. Know what I find funny? I've seen some people popping off on the internet of, like, Cena doesn't do good matches anyway. Could Cena come into the ring and pull off a match? Yeah, sure. But, I mean, he is getting older. He's a big dude. I mean, I'm sure his knees don't feel like what they used to. I'm sure he's not as, agile or mobile or strong even. Roxanne for the win. Got that one. JC Jane is not beating. Yeah, could we see Gigi have something to do with that? Though I do believe Gigi lost clean. So that'd be interesting. If Miss Epiphany wins, we vitamin. If loses, we vitamin. Larry, sounds like a fucking plan. That's how I tackle most things. Roxanne for the win. Mello. By the way, Gulak going for the tag. Trick's in trouble right now. Picking Carmelo and Trick, but Braun's going to spear one of them after this match. Yeah, it's a possibility. I don't know. I agree. I think they're going to win for sure. Could we see Braun in some way, shape, or form? Yeah, why not? That's a question I asked about you guys covering both Double or Nothing and Battleground. Should be interesting. Gamer, you're new here, buddy. So we've done 3 shows. I think we've stretched it to 4 shows a couple times. This is nothing new for us. So we will do double coverage. We will have 2 screens. Nick and I will do our best to keep our thoughts from crisscrossing, but you know how we do. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We'll be here at, I believe we're going live at like 3 p.m. on Sunday. We're going live at noon on Saturday. It's going to be a jam-packed weekend. Now, the Saturday one's interesting because we don't know when we're leaving, because who knows what else is on. That just keeps our attention and keeps us around on a Saturday. Sunday is going to be interesting because it's going to be a long night, right? I mean, I believe that the pre-show for Double or Nothing kicks off at 4 p.m. Eastern time. NXT kicks off at 8 p.m. Eastern time. We got a lot of wrestling to watch, but it will be fun. It will be nice side-by-side comparable. And it's always easy to find out what show's doing better because it will pull our attention from the other show. And sometimes it works out funny. Like Nick has to cover something he completely does not want to. Would you bring him back? Jack, what happened? No. Bruh, I may have to work during NOC. Saturday afternoon happens, buddy. Well, good news. We got 2 other pay-per-views to cover that weekend. And Carmelo with the 1, 2, 3. So the team of Gulak and Dempsey haven't amounted to a whole shit lot since they've been put together. But as we expected, Carmelo and Trick are victorious. Brunch with the boys, 4. Yeah, we'll go with 4. I'm okay with that. This our next Saturday. Not this Saturday. Next Saturday. Next Saturday. That's the 27th and 28th of May. And then we got other shit coming up. Like, it's going to be a fun little run here, guys. You know, we're heading towards Wembley. We're heading towards Money in the Bank. We're heading towards Survivor Series. There's the Crockett Cups in there. GCW's always banging with a bunch of shows. We got lots to cover, lots to talk about, and lots to get into. So, like I said, tell all your friends. Make sure they're here. Make sure they're subscribed. Make sure they're getting all their updates and alternative commentary. Oh, we got Braun on the screen. What's up, Resident Evil? How are you? We are live. Yes, we are. Trick and Mellow wins. Next weekend, 4 pay-per-views going on 1 on Friday. Yeah, we also have it's not House of Glory. I think House of Glory is the 19th. So what's the 26th is? Remind me, Dale. It's on my calendar. I can't read it from here. Oh, Braun's at the... Oh, shit. Braun's at the barbershop. RVD and Cena one-night stand rematch. Paul Heyman has special... Yeah. I think that goes under the fat chance category, gamer. Unfortunately, with that one, I don't think we're going to get back around to it. I don't know how good it would look either. Still one of the craziest nights ever. Thea Hale, all jazzed up and squirreled out and full of Red Bull, ready to go. As we go back into commercial break, up next, we're getting Thea Hale versus Katana Chance. No, that's not right. Kiana? One of them, you know better. Friday is House of Glory on Fight TV. yeah, most of our focus will be on SmackDown on Friday. However, yeah, House of Glory is on. House of Glory puts out banger shows. They've done extremely well over at House of Glory of good shows, good quality wrestling shows. If you're a wrestling fan and you haven't seen a House of Glory show, I highly recommend it. House of Glory, GCW, Wrestling Revolver have all kind of become staples of this channel. New Japan, obvious reasons. But yeah, those three big indies in particular have definitely become staples for us. Like I imagine we've covered more GCW live, more Wrestling Revolver, more House of Glory, more just about everything than anybody else. It's insane. Great Muda. What about Muda? Braun and Carmelo barbershop. Yeah, interesting. We'll get back to that. Chris, Wembley Night of Champions and Money in the Bank, all international, going to be phase 2 of Brunch with the Boys. Nick, you're bang on. And I think what we got in Puerto Rico, I mean, like you said, everything's international for the next little bit here, right? Wembley is going to be insane. I don't care if they sell 40,000, 60,000, 80,000, whatever they pull off at this point. And we know what the reports are. So it's going to be insane. And I will say this. Historically, Tony Khan is outstanding at putting pay-per-views together because it lends to his strengths. Spot booking. I like you, go. And so I'll give him that. The challenge he'll have is we also got other shows to deal with. But to your point, yeah, Money in the Bank, UK crowd, they're going to be lit. It's going to be insane. Rumors are Drew McIntyre might win it. LA Knight might win it. I know everybody freaked out about the LA Knight Boogs thing, but like I keep trying to get everybody in the IWC who tunes into this channel just wasabi. I listen to a lot of the critics who are mad about shit that hasn't played out yet. This fucking sucks. I wanted this. I wanted that. So what? You didn't get it today. Like, stop holding your breath. Stop turning purple. Stop screaming and yelling. Give some stuff time. Now, there will be a limit. I think me and Boston Gamer, talked about this last night. There will be a limit where you hit that line. Speaking of hitting lines.
Whoa, what the allegedly accusations? That's aggressive to walk into.
That was just bad timing.
that was just, I walked into that. You got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them. But, yeah, sorry, go ahead. I
was just saying, like, you're spot on with the fact that, 3 international crowds is going to bring really good energy. Now, the Saudi crowds are always a little not sure what we're getting out of them, but they're usually pretty lively.
No, they tend to, get a little rise out of them and everything. They get out of their recliners that they have and their love seats and everything at front row. So
there you go. I'm dying. You know damn well we ain't gonna walk in a black barbershop and punk dudes.
Yeah, no, he asked him for a fresh fade. That's what he asked him for.
That's all. I mean, if you are Braun Breaker, you feel pretty confident walking into any place. Let's be real.
Well, I mean, if you're using Steiner Max, you win in every situation. So. The odds are ever in your favor.
Right. I have a 33.
I have a 33 and a third % chance whooping somebody's ass in here. And I feel like at this point, there's a 33 and a third % chance you're watching us. You haven't hit that subscribe button yet. And, at sacrifice, I'm going to beat your fat ass.
No, I'm hey, Lash Legend and the chick from TLC.
Hi, how you doing?
Wait, no. Miss Jackson? Who's Miss Jackson?
I'm sorry, Miss Jackson.
Ooh, I am for real.
Yeah, that's what's her name there? That's beside her. I can't remember.
Lash Legend.
Well, there's Lash Legend, and there's the one right beside her.
I thought it was Chili from TLC.
No, she's been on NXT Level Up for the most part.
Oh, has she?
Yes.
Miss Jackson.
I was gonna say I've seen her on Instagram and I feel terrible. We're being a bad wrestling nerd, but yes. The cheerleading squirrel is in the ring right now. Thea Hale.
Why is Noam Dar picking a fight with these ladies? It's funny when I was on.
Maybe he's just, how you doing?
Yeah, right. I think he was trying to show off his big trophy for the little man.
Is that right?
No, he made me
That
laugh when it was
might
on
be
pause.
compensating for something, if you know what I mean.
Right, big trophy. Because that line that he uses when he goes, "No way," I'm like, I've heard that so many times in my life. It's disgusting. But I think Noam Dar's funny, and I think they're trying to let him fill the void left by Waller.
Yeah, a bit, 100%. Impact pay-per-view on the 26th. Yeah, we had a couple of quiet weekends, and now we're just here. I am rock you like a hurricane.
You do. I'm looking forward to that one. I mean, you get PCO versus Steve Macklin. Let's go, man. Never a dull moment.
Absolutely. Mick out here quoting Incubus. I wish you were here. How do you subscribe? What is that, Boston? Don't play with me, boy.
Don't play with my emotions.
You play with my emotions, Smokey.
Little circle says subscribe. Just click it. You're good.
Right, that little,
click the little thumb
oval right under where you
don't click this thumb. Click this thumb.
Right, up, down. And it's that little oval. Yeah, and then you click it, and then it goes gray.
Right. And guys, we are on the doorstep of 1.8K subs in just about 14 months. It's been a hell of a ride. These live streams get more views than channels that have been out for years, channels that have 3, 4, 5, 10 times the subs we do. So we appreciate that, but we're right there. We're right there at 1.8, heading towards 2.0. And we appreciate it. So if you can push that needle for us, thank you.
Absolutely. Oh, I like this. Quiet. Miss Tessmacher is on screen. Okay, Vince.
Yeah, no kidding.
But, well.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, Kiana James is like discount Miss Brooks and all that. A little bit of, Miss Hancock. And I'm saying it that way because that was the name that they gave her in WCW. But
easy, Herbie.
Diving. I got a love bug for you.
Oh my God. Speaking of love bug fever, look at Thea flying through the air.
Suicide dive from Thea Hale and then a diving body splash that she caught none of there. Just eat canvas.
That was the tiniest tope I've ever seen.
Boston just letting us know, or the artist. Oh, I thought it was Boston. Yes, worth it. 100%.
Most days.
Now we always need the you deserve it. You deserve. But so main event tonight of NXT is Roxanne Perez versus JC Jane.
Oh, dude.
That tells me Gigi's getting involved.
Boston, I'll send you a link right now, sir. I'll put it in the chat for you. Help you out. You really search for us every night. That's really sweet and appreciate it.
There's this bell notification. Ring the bells. The bells of No Trud. Yeah.
We always recommend ringing the bell because you never know when we're going to need to jump on. We've jumped on randomly to cover things times or early. We love going early.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, lover.
What? What the fuck did you just say? As I've got a body lock right now on Kiana James from Kiana James on Thea Hale, moving well past that as quickly as we can, folks.
Yes, please.
Steven says, would like to see Thea Hale win. Fair enough. David, the Orlando tapings seem to get better in quality when he can actually put focus onto Ring of Honor rather than
shit. I didn't mean I was just putting that
in.
You're
good. So rather than his main focus on EWTV. David, but the problem is that he should have other people that can book the other shows he needs to actually not take everything on himself. But therein lies the problem.
I mean, listen, I've said from day one with Ring of Honor, you had to make it something separate. You had to make it something unique. And you had to stack it with guys. Like, I thought they were smart. Now, unfortunately, Eddie got the hernia and had to sit on the shelf. But when he said, you know what, I'm fucked, I quit, like, I'm done with AEW, man, it was perfect. Because now you got a guy that wants to be in Ring of Honor. Samoa Joe, perfect guy to be in Ring of Honor. But that's where they should stay.
But now that Dark is gone and Dark Elevation is gone, does Ring of Honor then become and I hate to put it this way, watered down and just become the new dark elevation.
It had started to do that when we kind of eased off on our coverage here on the channel, Nick. That was the reason, was showing up at 7:00 p.m. Eastern time on Thursdays is a tricky get when you got a shoot gig. So it was like, okay, but they were just starting to roll out those squash matches and those nothing matches, and you're like, shit.
Right. Boston. So here, I'll run through this as we've got Keanu James in control. Anyone here who hasn't subbed definitely should. I love wrestling, and hanging with these dudes every night has made me love it even more. Oh, I appreciate it.
I'm gonna pin that bad boy. No, we appreciate that. That's what we wanted to do.
Frame that tweet, right? Like, yeah, need to frame that comment right there. As Keanu James picks up the win in trying to do the discount sexy Rhea pin.
When did fucking Duke Wellington become Arn Anderson? He's not even paying attention.
He's out there. He's studying. He's taking notes. I don't know. He's in Chase U. He's in college technically, supposedly, allegedly, right? Or he's a professor. He's head of the.
I don't know what he is. His trophy's not quite as big as Noam's. Just saying.
Your trophy's not as big as mine.
What is this?
But
they give him a new tooth.
Oh, I forgot that you literally visibly saw that man lose a tooth last week. Like, not kayfabe. Shoot
tooth gone.
shoot bad.
Brooks and Dunn are here.
Yeah, and she takes the tractor another round. Boston 100%, and then small market gets out here trying to give advice of subbing boost the algorithm. Facts. Same as liking. Facts. And leaving comments, all of that. Being a friend, tell a friend, like, share, and subscribe. Tell everybody you know. I was gonna say, I don't know if I subscribe to this one, if the unsub and resub helps too. I don't want to test that.
Because you get dinged worse for the unsub than you do for the sub. So be cautious with that strategy. But no, we appreciate you guys subbing and being a part of the family. That's what Nick and I have talked about it a million times. We just wanted to create a friendly environment to talk wrestling, to come out here and shoot the shit.
I started in the chat with everybody.
He was Boston.
I just bugged this man, and then he just was like, well, fine, get the fuck on here then.
Dude, that's the story of most of the relationships I've ever had.
Just harass the shit out
of
you. Fucking fine.
No, that's not true.
Oh.
I wish. What's up, King Jordan?
Everybody. I like this though. How pissed off are you if you're Elektra Lopez and you see everything going on with Zelina Vega? Which, granted, I'm so happy she got her moment in Puerto Rico, but with the LWO and everything like that, and you were the initial part of Legato, and now you're just an afterthought on NXT. You're a background player.
What I'm surprised with is they haven't found anything to do with Elektra since. So yeah, I'm sure she's bitter because the thought was, okay, she's not quite ready to be the spotlight of that group, right? And at the beginning, your argument, remember you fighting with me because you're like, Zelina's not doing shit either. Well, now she's doing some shit, and you're like, all right, Zelina makes sense. We get it.
Now it took a hot minute, but I've got Tyler Bate still getting looked at by medical staff here. I love this comment for more reasons than I probably should, because it's coming from someone named Bobby and then Tank and Hank. Well, I'll be
Bobby Big Wheels, Tank and Hank.
I just instantly went to fucking Hank Hill and everything.
What, Bobby?
Well, what if someone asked for their steak well done? Well, we politely asked them to leave. I'm gonna start calling you BH for Bad Hank.
Bad Hank. Tell Luna I said hi. You know what? Thursday. Thursday. Man, we're getting through this week one day at a time, folks. Thursday we are back. Luna will be back. She is ready to go for Thursday night.
Your Thursdays to Thursdays.
Right. So it's gonna be a good one too. Shit. I didn't even sneak attack on that one.
Yeah, exactly.
Luna will be back on Thursday, and we got the in-ring debut of Trinity Fatu.
Yes. If Tyler Bate don't wrestle, we riot. That's aggressive. That's aggressive. Wesley
Bate,
going to the ring. Well, right now we're in commercial, and we've got about a half hour left of NXT tonight.
It's felt like a little bit of a long 90 minutes.
We were talking about it while you were on a pause there about the pacing of it's been to me match light. Like to me, far and away the best match tonight was the tag team match.
Yeah.
Far and away. Mm-hmm. Stole the night, stole the evening, best show, best match on tag match on NXT in quite a bit. But the rest of it's moved along, but nothing's stuck with me.
No, that's what I think. I mean, I think my argument has been like what they've been doing is giving us really good matches, so that the fluffy stuff, you're like, yeah, I don't like the fluffy stuff. Some people do. I personally think it's fucking atrocious, most of it, like Bar Rescue. But I can ignore Bar Rescue doing a skit because I know we're going to get a banger match. Now we did have
you're still talking about the match while that bullshit's going on, and then you're like, wait, what happened now? Right, nothing relevant.
No.
Tom Hanks, what? Bubblegum Shrimp, what? Wesley, new tag partner, Randy Orton, book it. No, don't book it. Don't do that.
Wait, why? Why? How did we connect those dots?
I don't want to know. That's why I'm saying don't do it. We talked about it then, and we'll never talk about it again. My neighbor's grilling out, and I can smell it. I'm going to have to crash their cookout. Well, David, I can tell you've been using the vitamins. If you're out there, in Pappy Le Pew and sniffing the cookout there, you're Yogi Bear. So just do it responsibly. Just be polite. Just say, "Hey neighbor, I've noticed you're grilling."
Nice wieners. How you doing?
No, that's not how you do that.
No, don't do that.
Accusations, allegedly.
Right? Can I be frank?
Hey neighbor, I can see your wiener roasting.
Nice buns, by the way.
Got some nice buns over there. Mind if I squeeze them?
We will run a tangent into the ground, folks. We will.
Absolutely.
It's better than Raw.
Leave it to me most often, but yeah.
Right?
It's better than Raw last night. Well, I, knew when to hold them and fold them and walked away. So you'd have to fill me in on the last little bit there of Raw that I missed. Of this NXT tonight better than Monday Night Raw?
Monday Night Raw didn't offer very much. I mean, I gave it a 5. I don't think I officially said that out loud last night, but a lot of the fans felt like 5, 6. There was some 8s because again, you get a bit of a slant. Oh, Dabba-Kato getting a package.
Oh yeah, him and Omos need to be a goddamn tag team. That would be a fucking scary team to face.
But you know what? Dabba-Kato talks, man. Like that's the difference between him and Omos. Like. Watching this, Dabba doesn't need Dabba-Doo. Dabba doesn't need a fucking a mouthpiece.
But yeah, he just needs some booking behind him. Like it's weird. The best booking this man has had was when he was on Raw Underground. But we've got Eddie Thorpe, Axiom in his turtleneck mask, and Social Gathering all backstage.
Oh, buddy, we barbecue all the fucking time. Every day you possibly can barbecue. Turn that grill on. Here we grill out in the snow, folks.
I was gonna say you grill on any day that ends in Y.
If you can,
100%. If you can, 100%.
Do it.
Well, speaking of, bring the stream to the cookout. Yeah.
We're all going to the
officially
cookout.
Certified. We are good at every cookout, folks. Is the Wrasslin for Life Network. We are. If you're struggling, you don't want to bring chips, you can't bring soda, you ain't got nothing to bring to the potluck, the cookout, none of that. You can at least bring us. We got you covered.
Absolutely, Nick.
What the fuck? No, that just means you're on them good vitamins.
Yeah, I mean, at some point, there's so many jokes to this. Anyway,
you can have that. You know what I'm mad at. I've got Wesley cutting a promo right now. Here's a sneeze, believes me. Yes.
Oh, Wesley saying the match isn't happening, bro.
His next name is going to be Hachu.
Hachu.
Has Wesley managed to been the unsung MVP of NXT. Of this man has pulled himself up by his goddamn bootstraps since he lost his tag team partner and made himself a figurehead on NXT.
He was a dead duck. I feel like Tyler Bates about to beat up Wesley just for the record.
We thought he was about to just get released.
Yeah,
because
not close.
His partner getting released.
Yeah. And they had nothing for him. He was kind of wandered and lost. Oh, there's Gacy.
Right. David Koresh out here with Ava Rain of, Pebble instead of the Rock.
Right. Does Tyler Bate join Schism?
This feels like everybody's saying about JD joining Judgment Day. Now, granted, I guess at one point when JD left the arena at Raw, you had Finn waiting in the wings like, I'm Batman.
Right.
But I think we're still going to get teacher versus pupil. I don't think we might get a tease of him going to Judgment Day and I don't want your shit.
No, well, yeah, I see that as a possibility, Nick. But for me, I think because he's new, he's young, the main American audience doesn't necessarily know a whole lot about him. So I think it's a high possibility that he joins the Judgment Day. He gains that heat for a little bit, but eventually you get the breakup. And then you get that teacher versus student, so it means more because now you have some investment in him.
They tried that with Edge, and you couldn't do that with Hall of Famer. I got Tyler Bate coming down here with one bicep, but I like this of A-Town. Hurry, get the barbecue to the chopper. Yeah, do it. Back to your question. Larry just went how I probably actually said that of get the barbecue to the chopper salad. Yeah, do it.
Larry hit the phonetics.
He's like, he was the subtitles on that. And then followed it up with David with, hope his name isn't a chew or Vince will hate him. Well, that's why he was getting booked so bad because everybody kept calling him a sneeze. Right. Vince just hated him. He's like, I don't want to deal with that fucking a sneeze.
Right.
It's not a tuna. Larry's just my fucking bad lip reading or just like my subtitles.
Wait.
Oh, wait, what?
So Bate challenges Gacy and then
I'd be lying to myself and I'd be lying to you.
Triple threat? Gacy. Bate. Too many triple threats, bro.
I don't hate it, but
I feel like
I can already see it. It's going to be moments to where you have it breaks down to a singles match with one guy sitting on the outside for a minute.
Interesting.
When did they just turn into fucking? It's not Wallace and Gromit of fucking.
Wallace and Gromit.
No, I'm saying the two fucking Statler and Waldorf there in the for the Muppets of up in there in the mausoleum of like, can you believe that? I
think that's us.
A little bit. Well, hey, hold on.
I'm gonna make that happen actually now that we talked about it. Anyway,
bruh.
Visual coming soon.
I'm getting like GTA 3 there or GTA San Andreas of oh shit, here we go again. Ava is actually decent on the mic. I've been saying this and everybody scoffed and laughed at me when I said it of Ava has done for the Schism, Dyad, whatever you want to call them, that Rhea has done for the Judgment Day. As close as she could do. That's my point with that.
There you go. It looks like we're getting that triple threat, Nick. I'm curious how that will pan out.
Right.
DC can wrestle a little bit. I don't mind him. I hate his finisher. I just don't like the finishers that that just require somebody to be fucking Mortal Kombat, right? Finish him.
All right. Well, who does it? Who has a worse finisher, him or Waller?
Waller's is worse because Waller literally leaves the ring. And I think if anybody did that, no matter how many shots you've taken, when he comes rolling back in the ring, you kick him in the face. You just stick your foot out. Like, there's no way you let him.
Yeah, it's one of those. If you literally have to be doing, you were talking about like with Mortal Kombat of that stunt. That's you have to do that for way too long with Waller.
Right.
And he's hurt himself now doing it.
Yeah, no, it's a bad
finisher. You hurt yourself doing that.
He should use something like a Faymaster or a fucking. There's
No,
options.
that's Jigglypuff. You can't. That's too generic. That's
Listen,
too.
zigzag is one of my
wrestler.
favorite moves.
Well, Gacy's isn't bad because isn't his the backhand spring off the ropes and everything like that. I don't think that's terrible, but so we've got Roxanne Perez looking through her vision board.
Yeah, is Roxanne a little too peachy key? Like tee
She's a little too squeaky clean.
A little too sweet for the appetite? Maybe not.
It's a little, it's a little too. It's hard to. I don't want to say it's hard to. It's a hard to relate to. Is I guess the best way that I can put it. She's fantastic in the ring, but she's like you said, she's too squeaky clean. She's too. There's nothing. There's no edge. There's no. You don't feel anything when she talks. You don't feel any fire and emotion. You just kind of feel like, well, yeah, that's what the good guy does, right? He's got a little bit of that Super Cena there.
Yeah, that's it. He kind of hits that mark. Bobby Big Wheels wants to know if it's going to be a triple threat. Looks that way, Nick.
Right. Mix Undertaker and Roxanne Perez. Damien's Undertaker and Roxanne Perez. Roxy is too young. Persona. I don't think she's too young. She's not too young. It's just the way that they've booked her character.
They're booking her very like babyface Bailey, right? I just love this. I love wrestling so much, and it's good.
She's the new hugger.
Dora the Explorer.
I like this. Dora the Explorer. I am the map. I am the map. I am the map.
Swiper, no swiping.
Cora, no coring.
No skateboard.
There ain't no skateboarding.
Yeah, there you go. Called it. There you go.
Right.
Gamer on the ball. Nick, we are in another commercial break. We are heading towards, I guess, the last 20 minutes of the show. So I don't know if we have anything outside of the main event. Do we have anything else slated?
No, that should be the main event.
Yeah, okay.
That's pretty much, I would hope. But knowing NXT, they'll turn around and give the main event like 5 minutes of. I still feel that it's because it's the main event that Gigi's interfering.
Is it weird though? Because JC didn't interfere with Jane Gigi, did she? I felt like she didn't interfere.
She interfered and cost her the title initially in the ladder match, remember? So this would be Gigi coming back. Granted, I hate this storyline at this point a bit. They lost me where it jumped the shark was the terrible brother actor and the segment with the spray painted like home and all of that. It's now Gigi does not work as the baby face in this situation, or if she's trying to be a baby face, this feels super forced. And I get this has helped JC the most, but I think she would have been the easier transition because we know so much of Gigi's personality. JC's a bit of a clean slate. You could have pushed her a bit more as a baby face and it wouldn't have been bad. Gigi's got to be a heel, especially with that wagon.
I think they misread the situation because I think they know of Gigi's popularity, but Gigi naturally, and I think when she put up that tweet that I miss PK, right? And everyone's like, she's leaving, she's unhappy.
She missed taking penalty kicks is what it was.
Yeah, that's what it was. But
I missed the penalty kill. She's a big Maple Leaf fan.
She's fuck. I think she's saying, like, I miss being that heel, that bitch, that having that chip on my shoulder, that attitude where, you know, trying to be the squeaky clean girl doesn't really work for her.
Let's be honest, when you're the heel or you kind of dance with that line, you get a bit more freedom on the mic and what you can do as a character and everything like that. When you're the squeaky clean baby face, you got the bumpers on, I feel, especially when it comes to cutting a promo. And I think they tried to out-swerve everybody and they worked themselves into a shoot, brother.
Trend in wrestling.
And we've got the missing link, Von Wagner, on screen right now.
It's not nice, but it's true.
Doesn't mean it's wrong.
Roxy for the win. Who's that?
That's the co-magnum champion right there, Von Wagner.
I know who Vaughn is. I like Vaughn. He's a WWE free agent. He shouldn't be here, first off. Second.
No, he's a free agent. He can show up whenever he
wherever he wants.
Right.
He'll be at the, TGIF Friday, TGIF later tonight. He can go wherever he wants.
Exactly.
He's just randomly beating up people.
We're still getting this whole friendship tie-in of him and Robert Stone. This whole time.
Man, he is the most aggressive eyebrows I've ever seen.
I feel for Von Wagner because they want him to do everything, but they're like, you're a void of charisma somehow. Like everything we give you fails.
He needs a better heater, though. Nobody gives a shit about this with Mark Stone, whatever.
He needs to shut the fuck up and just be a fucking monster is what he needs to do. He needs a heater and he needs to not fucking talk. He needs to be like goddamn Kali, and I hate to say it that way, but he needs to just show up there, fucking squash some people. Yeah. He needs what Omos got.
Fair enough. Yeah. And I mean, I thought there would be a little more of that in NXT before he ends up on the main roster where we'd see him kind of dominate some lesser talent, but I think he's got a future. His look works.
Absolutely. And I don't know if the baby fixtures actually, did anyone feel sympathetic for him? Did they turn him the baby face with that? I don't know. I don't even remember the baby pictures, to be honest.
Yeah. Is it not his baby picture? Or?
I can't. I don't care at this point. Like, why do I need that to get you? Like, that's where we've reached the point in storytelling of I need to go back into your baby pictures to make you get over. No. Wait,
like, I get it. It's a PG show. However, they know men are watching. That's why they have Stratton. Okay, that's messed up, man. Well, that's just the way it is. You remember when
you're reading into it with your own ways upon looking about things there.
Yeah.
Accusations of I'm watching you.
Remember when Toxic Attraction was the whole commercial, the whole ad for fucking, oh, by the way, Braun and this guy. And that was it. It was all Toxic Attraction. Mandy.
Hey, well, there's rumors floating around in the ethos there that she's coming back.
Listen, people all talk about the money and she made all this much, but it's not going to last forever. People are going to get, it's not the hot topic anymore. So, renewals and keeping those memberships might not be as easy as she thinks.
Yeah, fair enough. But I'll read through these quick. WWE made a big mistake breaking up Gigi and JC, in my opinion. It was an interesting choice. We saw it. Interesting timing.
I agree with Chambers, though. I think they should have been main roster tag team.
Oh, absolutely. They should have had the actual women's tag titles beforehand.
Too soon.
Stone Cold had it literally the best. He never changed the way he acted, regardless if he was heel or face. Only thing that changed was the people he attacked. Facts.
Yep. Amen.
That's why I like saying what and everything and doing that.
What?
I can just come at anybody. DTA, don't trust anybody.
And Austin's not the only one like that. And that was the best. We always talk about it. What wrestling kind of lacks at this point is that authenticity, Nick. Like, it doesn't.
That's why guys like Eddie Kingston get over. That's why guys like LA Knight get over, is because you fucking believe that.
And it's what hurts guys like MJF when you fuck with it. If they just let him genuinely be him and let him just go, set him on fire and let him run, he would kill. But they start playing these games. He's got to clown around.
It's what made Phil work. It's what made it's what made Danielson work. When you let them be them and just turn the volume up. That's what made Dwayne work from Rocky Maivia 100%. But I like this since we were going on about it. Captain Caveman. That's how you know you're of a certain vintage if you remember that.
Dun, dun, dun. Jordan's happy.
Right, but I've got JC Jane and Roxanne Perez right now. So if you haven't done so, folks, give us your predictions. Are you taking?
I'm taking
Roxy. Not gonna lie, you had me in the first half there, Chris.
They're not the same thing. They're not the same type of person.
Right? Yeah.
Oh shit!
One we want in the ring and off of OnlyFans. One we want on OnlyFans and out of the ring.
The other one's.
I said it.
Eva's not on OnlyFans. No offense. I'm shocked.
You're fucking shocked.
Shocked. Wait, no. I need a fact checker on that one.
I can't confirm nor deny.
I'm not the accusations. I was
accusations. But so are you taking Casey Jane? Are you taking Roxy?
Roxy. I think we're gonna get Roxy Cora Jade in the final. They, I think, have a little bit of history with that weird girlfriend breakup.
Yeah, it all comes back to the paper mache skateboard. What comes around is all around. If it comes down to the paper mache skateboard, I swear to God, I will have a little bit of a mark out moment because I remember losing my mind about it. It's the skateboard broke before it hit her.
Broke off in the air. Oops.
Right. Physics, you fickle bitch.
Right. He was not on. Dude, shocked. She seems primed for it.
Chris speaking from experience.
he's
like, God damn it.
He's like, I keep putting myself in all this trouble.
Right.
I kind of don't want
Why? Explain yourself. Is this because he's in a Marvel movie now? Is this because he's the villain to Captain America? Or one of the villains, maybe.
He's in the villain.
There was one on-set picture, and they're like, he's got a major role. He's going to be he's the next one to go to Hollywood.
People are acting like he took over for fucking Chris Pratt or fucking,
the way people reacted to it, I thought he was replacing fucking Tom Hiddleston as fucking
Loki.
I was like, what the fuck?
Right? Like, it was such
a new Joker, just ha 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 ha.
I'll be impressed if he has a line or two.
No, he'll probably just be like, burn it down. That'll be his line.
What do you think we should do? Burn
it down. Facts. Well, I swear to God, if that's his line, people will mark out about that.
Yeah, I'd be good with that. Ava's not got that one.
C Money is denied.
Oh, wait, C Money.
He got that double super secret exclusive access here.
I feel like it was just.
He might know a guy who knows a guy.
I just feel like it was meant for her and people of her ilk.
Anyways, before we get in more trouble than we probably ever do.
Sorry.
All right. As we've turned off every female viewer we've had.
No, it's true. We compliment
big suplex. Right. That's how you know.
If anyone's mad at me,
that's how you know our shit is real, or shit is raw, or shit is authentic.
If anyone gets mad at me for talking shit about Eva Marie, they're probably not the right channel to be on.
You probably haven't been here for a hot minute.
Fucking hell.
Mick taking Roxanne Perez. Denver up 70-54 on Lakers game 1. Steven, how much time left? Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Oh, I don't like it.
I like older nuggets.
Losing female viewers as we speak, or maybe gaining them.
Gaining?
You don't know.
Ladies get pissed off at ladies like that. Fuck her.
Well, I mean, that's how the Kardashians still have a series, right?
When are we? Hey, we're already.
We'll start on Patreon first. If we coming soon to
pause.
No, store. We'll put that behind the paywall.
We are not coming anywhere.
Swimsuit edition calendar here.
That is
guess what? If you want that to happen, you need to pay for it. You sick fucks.
This man totally like, something strange. I'm in. You got the change. We're good.
Exactly, bro. Since day one, do something strange or a little piece of change.
This venture already has us in the hole. I don't think we want to bury ourselves.
I ain't saying nothing.
We got to pay people to show up. You get a $5 coupon.
I'm just saying there's an opportunity.
You want a bearskin
Andy Rose made millions of dollars. Millions of dollars.
George Costanza. I don't even know what we're saying. No comment.
No comment for Marie. Halftime 72-54. Damn it.
Yeah, that's not out of it yet.
Oh, Casey dumped on the outside.
I try not to use the E word, Eva, too much. Man, she was epic. Like, I know we say X-Pac, but it really should be Eva he.
Dive from Roxanne Perez.
Did anyone else ever have go home he like her? And you're right, big dive by Roxy.
As she's got a little bit of like the fucking Lucille Ball, the why am I blanking on the chick from Wizard of Oz's name? She got the bow going on right now in a fucking ponytail. Anyway, sorry. Joshua, what up?
Dude, shut the fuck up.
Only Beardos. Yes, 100%. We're going to trademark. We're going to buy that fucking web name. That'll be, if you search for Only Beardos, it'll bring you right to the Wrasslin for Life Network website.
Yeah,
100%.
And you just get a clip of Stifler going, Jim, put your shirt on. Your shirt away.
You just get KJ going with his beard, just shaking it.
I'm gonna throw out my best Dorinsky stanza ever, buddy.
Oh, super kick from JC, discus elbow. 1, 2, Dorothy. That's who I was thinking of with the Wizard of Oz. God damn it.
Dorothy.
Yeah. Well, just the bow. She just reminds me of she's missing his fucking toto and shit. Today is my birthday, Joshua. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Josh.
Isla Newbar is on SmackDown now. Yeah, she's not on tonight. Or if you want, you can go and see, her great grandmother in all the Jurassic Park movies. Dun, 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 dun.
Watching Jane work, I mean, I think whoever said it in the chat, dude, Toxic Attraction should still be a tag team because neither one of them can do with the baby face. Like, Jane is a good heel. Like, she got a heel face, she a heel attitude. She's good.
They worked. That's why that Pop Rocks 2, 3.
There you go.
But that's why, and so we've still got 9 minutes. Oh, that woman in the top corner there is unimpressed with Roxanne Perez. But that's why, though, I think the biggest thing and the biggest hindrance, unfortunately, was the whole situation with Mandy Rose, because they were the thing in NXT, and then when she got released, everything just kind of went haywire for a bit.
Right. Oh, huge discus elbow in the replay. But yeah, Roxy with the win. She moves on. She takes on. This is the biggest threat to Tiffany for sure, Nick.
Right. Absolutely. Boston reminded me. Have you patented or trademarked your beard, sir?
I insured it. I recently took a few inches off of it. Yeah, that's about it.
Christ, if we get to this point, and we get to like the 1 million subscribers and everything, we get all the plaques and everything, we might have to do a whole video tour. We take insurance policies out on the beards. Welcome to the Duck Dynasty of pro wrestling.
Yeah.
Gigi attacking JC after the match, so I was halfway right. I get half credit. This looks bad, as we had Roxanne and Tiffany staring each other down. Is it weird that more people were interested in Tiffany and Roxanne staring each other down than we are with this shit between JC and Gigi now?
Well, to me, it's interesting booking because you kind of have two losers. No offense. Like, they just both lost clean, pretty much.
Gigi with that wagon is never a loser.
Lend some to JC, would you? Be nice.
But I've got him coming out right now again. I like how they put that up as that's his first placard, and then it's Carmelo Hayes. We're going to stay here all night until Braun Breaker comes out.
But he's at the barbershop, bro.
But no, I like this. He's out there in the K2 tape, everything. Yeah. And we go to
We're going to a fucking commercial on a shoot moment.
Well, you're trying to sell me as a shoot moment, as we've clearly run under, so we need to fill some time here. And you cut to a commercial. Oh boy, howdy! I'm waiting to see what the quarterly breakdown would look like for this last bit here, because I feel like it tapers off hard at the end.
9 to 19 minutes left. Accurate.
Yeah. Touche.
Listen, am I wrong? When we were young, there was like that last 15, 20 minutes, usually 15, was sacred. Like, you didn't get a lot of main event. Like, they'd tell you, like, folks, that's our last commercial break. We got the main event going now. Like, you would get a run at the end of a show. Because
you didn't get a commercial break. And it was always the thing of you had to set your tape to record a bit extra afterwards and everything. Yes, I'm of that age to where you had the VHS tapes and everything like that. And I know you are as well. And I know
Yeah.
some of us in the chat are as well. That's the
And
vintage we're at. I remember flipping back and forth through the channels, but yeah, you had to set it to record a bit after because you would get a little bit that run on time. But yeah, you didn't. What they built to, they just let it run. How people say, oh, well, the first hour is commercial free. Christ, the last hour, half the time of Raw felt commercial free because they would just let that shit run.
No, absolutely, Nick. I mean, it was really I remember as the VCRs got better, you would set the program to record the show after your show, and then you come back to an extra hour of shit that you just have to rewind.
Or even you got to the points where you could try and aim for like the time of like a 15 minutes after, so 10:30, 10, whatever.
But do you remember those? Do you remember the night on Raw when Austin came storming out? The glass breaks, the crowd's fucking losing it. He gets in the ring, he's ready to stomp a mud hole, and commercial.
Yeah, no, never.
Oh,
it's
here's
amazing how that worked out.
Doesn't work, bro.
Could you imagine if that happened at that point, especially, and that's what we want to get back to. And I get people look at it like we bash on either company, what have you, depending on where your tribalism lies. But that's what we want to get back to, of literally, regardless of whether you're a WCW fan or WWE fan, if you did that either way of, hey, folks, don't stick around. We just got the NWO coming out right now. They're going to be in a huge. We've just got the Hogan turn. He's he's the third member and commercial break. Fuck out of here! Like, and brought to you by Fear the Walking Dead in theaters. December 22nd. Like, you would have people losing their fucking minds.
Yeah, like mid-main event, Carmelo's in the ring losing it. I'm getting a fucking Canadian Idol fucking Canada's Got Talent commercial.
Absolutely.
Thanks, they're really jazzed for this last 4 minutes now.
Right.
This is the best.
I like this one. Of KJ, you gonna go Geico or Allstate?
I mean, I think I gotta go with the Gecko. I don't know.
With the Gecko? You don't want, you don't want Jake from State Farm?
Jake from State Farm's pretty good.
Exactly. She sounds like a man. Well, that's because she is one.
What's the guy from Oz? What insurance does he do? It's Allstate, right? Fuck you, Joe Boo. He does Allstate insurance.
Who? I'm so confused.
Someone help me out here.
There's Allstate. Yeah, safe hands with Allstate. There's Flow with Progressive. I think what's save you from hazard or whatever, chaos or whatever. Anyways, Christ, now we're getting into insurance and everything.
Yeah, this is
fully off the rails here.
Yeah.
That's how you know we're old, folks. We're out here talking about insurance.
Beard insurance at that.
What in the name of fucking Jigsaw?
Oh shit, we're not even going back to the ring. We got more shit.
Right. What? Explain this to me. I told you I'd break any man. What is it like? Are we getting like the Nation of Dijak or something here?
Dude, it's intense. Like, what is this?
I have to go back and watch him because obviously we keep it at a lower volume because of what we do. So we can hear ourselves talk in the show and not get in trouble. But Dijak's just been beating the bejesus out of this man for about 2 hours now, and they're filming it in the most cinematographic way of the Boneyard match ain't got shit on this. The Firefly Funhouse match ain't got shit on this. This is Die Hard,
dude.
27 Electric Boogaloo.
If you were clicking through the channels on a fucking Tuesday night and you stopped on that, you would think it was some like fucking CSI or some fucking like it that's how they're filming this shit.
Who are you? Who? Jericho was in Sharknado, so was Seth. Fair enough. Call to the general and save some time. Steven, yes. Mr. Mayhem. Yeah, that's what it is. Mayhem.
The Mr. Mayhem one's good, but that's the dude from Oz, right?
Yeah, but no, is that
the guy from Law and Order?
Or no, I'm trying to remember the insurance company it's attached to. Is it Progressive? Is it Geico?
Is it Progressive?
Allstate. I don't know.
We have different.
Yeah, no, it is Allstate. Allstate can save you from
Allstate.
mayhem, like me. Well, yeah. I was remembering. No, is that Farmers? I was just remembering the calm black man that was always insurance.
That's who I was talking about. That's Joe Boo. Like that's.
Oh, fair enough.
That's Toronto, but I don't know his. I can't. I know his name. Like, oh, you got it.
We are farmers. Dum 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 dum. So speaking of dum dum dum, so stupid. Dijak and Dragon Off make no sense. Well, no, they had their whole little garage gate segment there. So Slavinger, O'Reilly. That's how you know if you're from the New England area. If you get that one,
Ryan O'Reilly.
No, it's a auto parts store. It's
O'Reilly.
O'Reilly Auto Parts. Like I said, that's why I was saying it's a New England thing. If you get it, Dijak always looks like a roided out Messi. No, he looks like the Dijackinator. Yeah, do it.
He does look like Lionel Messi.
If he shaved his hair.
Never thought that before.
Yes, see, Farmers is J.K. Simmons.
There you go. Yeah.
There's an unnatural amount of natural light in this room.
Yeah, you guys have to bear with me. I'm Canadian. I just base it on the random commercials.
That's the thing. We're welcome to the U.S., my guy. So we get ads upon ads. We get ads in ads. As we're getting a stare down right now between Braun and Carmelo, and we're already past the 2-hour mark here. So if you haven't set your DVRs, we got you covered with the Brucey bonus exclusive.
Yeah, there you go. O'Reilly was in Oz with his brother. Yeah, dude. I cried like
that's what he was getting at, and I just took it a whole other way.
You're like, I'm from Boston. No,
I was just we were on insurance, so I went auto parts.
Yeah, no matter what show that guy's been in, he was on Rescue Me, and again, names are, you guys know how I am with names, but he will always be Ryan O'Reilly to me. Like every time I see him in anything, when he was on Law and Order, it's O'Reilly. Fuck, he's a good actor though. When they were taking his brother to the chair, I cried like a bitch.
Fair enough. I do like this though with Braun. He's like, I don't care about winning the NXT championship at this point. To me, it's destroying you in front of your hometown because again, hometown boy Carmelo Hayes in Boston. So close enough. He's in Massachusetts.
He's such a better promo as a heel, dude.
Carmelo, yeah. Or Braun.
Braun like this is better.
They both are, though. Or at least if they, because Carmelo to me as a babyface right now, he's trying to convey that confidence, but he can do it so much better. And he doesn't have to sound, cookie cutter and, kissing babies and shaking hands. When he can be that, and that's the thing is when you get into that Roman level, because I think Roman's a bit at that level of love him or hate him, you're going to cheer for the part. You're going to get it across the board. It doesn't matter if you cheer or boo. It works.
Chambers.
Yes, Braun is instantly my favorite right now because he's saying, fuck the Red Sox, fuck the Bruins, everything. And I say this as a native New Yorker living in New England. So absolutely. Let's go, Yankees.
Put the hit out. Let's put the hit out, folks.
Right. But to me, already, I hate to say it, but Braun's already over with me here.
Yeah. You're not him. You're nothing. Security, too much with the security spots as of late.
You can't say that because you either don't have security or you have all the security. There's no in between.
Yeah, there's no fucking happy medium.
But security pulling Trick away, but we've still got Carmelo and Braun. And that's, I think, an interesting aspect of we're making sure we're making a point that we're pulling Trick away from everything.
It's kind of funny, though.
He turned that man inside out with that clothesline.
Oh, my God.
You're getting a bit of some dog chance there and everything, but, yeah, this man is just not blonde-haired Scott Steiner.
Dig it, Bash.
Oh, I would challenge it with Sons of Anarchy.
Oh no, Sons is excellent. I mean, I think Oz to me was one of the shows that, like that early days of HBO, that was like that. The Wire, those shows could really like kind of
I
put
was gonna
HBO
say
on the map.
Oz, The Wire, Breaking Bad. Me and the missus actually have been going back through
I
Breaking
love going
Bad
back
after we went
through.
through The Sopranos. Honestly,
You know what,
but
dude? It was funny. Sorry to interrupt. I
very
literally
good.
was talking about that today. About I think I've never watched The Sopranos ever, and I feel like I have to.
I got you on a hookup that'll help you breeze through it real quick. I got you Cliff Notes, my guy. But so we end NXT tonight with Braun hits the belt shot on Braun Breaker, and both men are down as the title falls in between them because imagery, folks. So let us know your ratings. To me, not an overall bad show of NXT, not a great show,
Yeah.
not its worst, not its best, kind of floating along in the middle.
Yeah. I hate security spots. You're telling me 3 dudes can just take out all the security. I wish the security looked like the guys down at the bar, where like you didn't even want to find out. You just said, "All right, sir, I'll leave."
Have the actual security be the security, because then you don't have Wardlow beating 20 of them in a row. When they look like local enhancement talent, it makes sense as to Wardlow, why like a guy like Wardlow or whoever can sit there and powerbomb 27 of them, or
Right.
just has to shove in a general direction and 5 of them go flying. If it was the actual security that's at the show, no, because they're the same size as the fucking wrestlers.
Yeah. And they look shit scared most of the time coming down. Like they look like, oh fuck, I'm about to get a beating. Most security guards never approached me with that look. Like,
no, well, they look like, all right, so I need to stand here, so when he hits me there, I can fly that way. If they're planning out their spot in their head, yeah, most of the time, security's never like, oh, I'm scared to deal with this. It's like, it's a whole different look.
Right, but let's we got some ratings coming in now that the show's over. 5.5, 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10, 6.5, 6, 10 plus. All right.
That's for us, Mick. We're talking about the NXT show, but Gunther's going to squash Ellie like a twig. Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's like a metaphor or something. Yeah. The security guards are buried in Wrasslin. Yeah, buried.
Yeah, pretty much.
So says Charles Barkley. They're buried.
Buried.
If it's Brock versus a bunch of little people, yes, I get it. But these guys, come on. Yeah, fair enough. The security should look like the Road Warriors when they debuted. Listen,
right?
They don't need to be juiced to the fucking gills here.
Yeah, it should have legitimately be a fucking struggle. Like, dude, who's hiring these 124-pound fucking security guards and trying to, here, can you go get Brock Lesnar out of the ring? Fuck you. Take my badge. I'm out.
Right. Bounces at the nightclubs I used to go to were huge. Yeah. As somebody who's done some bouncing work. Like,
it's like our buddy Vic. He jacked.
Well, exactly. Well, I was gonna say, doesn't Vic own a fucking club or something like that? But yeah, somebody who's done some bouncing work, like half these dudes, like, nah, my guy, like you're going in there as shrapnel. You're going in there as a buffer before I go in.
Again, I think the writers for wrestling think, well, this is really cool. This guy's going to beat up 10 guys. What they're missing is like, no, we don't want that. We don't want it just because it looks cool. If you send 4 big beefy guys out and it's a grind and he gets free, that's what we want. We want, the guys that were holding Tyson and Austin apart. That's what we want.
Absolutely. We want them big beefy boys slapping meat. Pause. Damien says 8 out of 10. Bash says million out of a million. So you just broke even. 6'6", 315 pounders.
There you go.
Like I said, big beefy boys slapping meat.
I mean, AEW, that's 2 times the size of the average restaurant.
You have to form a Voltron to make that. 8 out of 10. Mick saying, see you Thursday. See you tomorrow. What's more intriguing, the 4 Pillars match, Double or Nothing, or Braun versus Carmelo? You want my honest opinion, or you go first? You go first.
Oh, fuck. Like, my natural inclination is like, well, it's the bigger show. It's AEW. But to be honest, as far as what the match is going to deliver, I think I'm more excited about Braun and Carmelo again because I know they're going to give us a good match.
Story wise, and everything that if I had been watching week to week and everything, what's built to it better and everything like that, it's 100% it's Braun and Carmelo. What I think with the fact that it's going to be it's a one-off, it's a fatal four-way, it's going to be a car wreck, it's going to be a calamity, and you still do have some really good people involved. I hate the way that we've got here. I would have to say the fatal four-way just because MJF's in it, Darby's in it.
Yeah.
It's one of those of which one am I maybe going to probably go back and watch more? Might be the match between Carmelo and Braun.
Yeah, fair enough.
I've storyline everything has pointed to NXT. Just the fact that if you're looking at it in the capsule, it's AEW.
Yeah, I think when people like if they heard us say this, oh come on, but I'm just talking about the anticipation. Now, really, that 4 pillars match can shock us because there are guys in there that we're gonna see some crazy fucking spots, guys. Let's be real. It's going to be
absolutely.
insane.
You're going to see Darby doing all of the insane drops. You're going to have Sammy probably hit about 3 spots. He's probably going to get injured in. But Dana Brooke versus Natalya is more interesting in the 4 pillars match. That's aggressive.
That's aggressive. Yeah, Natalya in anything is not that exciting anymore, and Dana Brooke's never been exciting.
That depends if you're watching it from a plastic surgeon's office or not. Yeah, I said it. You can have that.
Yeah, that's what we should have. Like fucking have we ever had like a
Botox blow off?
Yeah, like a blow. I was gonna call it a nip tuck match. First lady.
You gotta win by. Well, think about it. You gotta tuck up, roll up. So I mean,
right.
Whether you show a nip or you got to roll up, that's the only ways you can win.
Yeah. No, the first lady to pop the other lady's balloons wins.
When did it turn into a fucking Mario Party minigame?
That's what it looks like.
Kevin, what up? Boss, and that's not fair. Doesn't mean it's wrong, though. A lot of flips and flops with no selling.
A little flip, a flop, a flippy to the flippy.
You can get with this, or you can get with flip, or you can get with flop. You can get with flip, or you can get with flop. Sorry, I'm just rolling through. I think
true, Mark.
Yeah. Starks versus Switchblade might steal the show tomorrow.
I hope, but I'm worried about how they're going to book it. I feel like it's going to be sloppy, Nick. I feel like Juice, maybe a new member of the Golden Elite, because they're really not anything yet other than a tag team. I don't know. I'm worried, but it could steal the show. You're accurate.
Fair enough. I like this. She would win for the implant buster. Allegedly, supposedly. Natalya was beautiful before plastic surgery.
Yeah.
Most people are, and unfortunately, the mind does terrible things.
Listen, I thought she was great. She made it worse.
I was going to say, I just, as looking the way I do,
who is it that says
I'm in no position to talk on any of this shit. But, to me, it's one of those, it's unnecessary shit. You don't, listen, you already have action figures. You don't need to become an action figure. Like,
listen, I can't empathize because I can't imagine how hard it is to try and hold on to that spot. It's not the same for us, unfortunately. You know, we get compliments on our fucking beards. We don't have to go get them surgically lengthened and shit. So
I
it's
mean,
a tough one.
We do have to lift and separate. So
yeah. What? On that note, folks.
Right, Boston might have hang time to get a room. Wait, what?
Golfing for that drop. I think we're talking about the match. Roshan Jungle Boy. Listen, for the people that freak out about like, oh, we don't understand, and no one explained anything in the WWE. Where the fuck did this match come from? And I'm concerned because I want to see Rush do better. Roosh do better than he is. Jungle Boy needs this win, so here we go. Should be all right.
Oh, yeah, oh, yeah, oh, yeah, oh.
Open the show.
It's they haven't built any, but that's the thing is you didn't need the Four Pillars match. Now you could have had Darby versus MJF, and you can build to make your WrestleMania, Tony, and then you build to the Four Pillars. So if you have all crossroads meet here, build the fucking first lane before you start turning it into a fucking 4-lane superhighway.
Plus, you have to wait for all the combatants to be at that level. MJF is so far ahead of the other three. Darby's there. Darby, I get. But the other two, you need all of them to like mature. And 2 years from now, Jungle Boy in something like this, he's more mature. He's physically more mature. He's more comfortable on a microphone. Like, he's got to stop telling people he doesn't like wrestling. It's fucking annoying.
Well, and even then, we've seen it with even us and with people like that and everything of when you're like an MJF or whatever, and you're here and you can just go when you have to pull somebody along of now you're just taking away from here versus elevating that person. And that's where the issue lies.
Right. No, I don't disagree. I'm sure there's a couple other things that you can click there, Nick, but
I was just going to get this one of Mick of who's already changed the picture to Roxanne Perez. I need to tell you this. I love you guys. I was part of this part of his channel. Him?
Always part of his channel.
Who? What?
Anyway. Who? Now you're part of our channel. Welcome.
Right.
Yeah, we're back for AEW. So what's that?
I said I was just getting hung up on a typo.
We are back for AEW tomorrow night, folks. Like you guys have already talked about, there's some very intriguing matchups. What will Don Callis have to say? What are we going to get into? What are these matches going to look like? And we're getting very close to Double or Nothing. So things got to start getting some little bows on them and getting a little closer to the D-Day for this one.
Yeah, we need to start moving these tickets here. We moved all the tickets internationally, but I think last I looked, we've still got about 2,000 domestically that are just up for grabs here. So
more Americans bought tickets to Wembley than they did to Double or Nothing.
Yeah,
it's fucking weird.
You're not wrong.
It's nostalgia, buddy. It's that you're part of history, not nostalgia. Sorry.
No, well, and even then, you're going into a market like we saw when they went to Backlash, when they went to Puerto Rico. If you're going into a market that's a little bit starved for wrestling, so it's gonna fucking skyrocket.
No, I agree, dude. It's the same for me. Same bad time. There we go. Big Nick, it's always a pleasure, folks. It's always a pleasure. Like we said, we're on the cusp of 1.8K. We are riding a continual high on this channel. We thank you for tuning in. Click all our links below. Join our family. Be a part of the fun. We're trying to get the Discord a little more chatty. We're trying to do a bunch of other things. Stay tuned. Locked and loaded. We got so much, like you said. Little things stopping,
big things popping, little things stopping. Up to Something season never sleeps, and we're still just in the first chapter of Up to Something season. But you good?
Just getting started. Yeah, I'm good as fucking gold. Buddy.
Our shit is real. Our shit is raw. Our shit is authentic. When you talk about that wrestling, you better put that forward life with it.
That's it, folks. See you on the flip side. Come back tomorrow. Dynamite, Don Callis. We'll figure it out. Bye.